like I say too, another thing that, another thing too is that we actually, yeah, that's right. I forget exactly what it was. I mean, we did a lot of really, really, really crazy cool stuff. Like I say, Berlin and Paris. They were different cities. They weren't like any normal cities, and that's actually probably why JFK decided to bomb the cities rather than carpet bomb the cities rather than try and take them because you couldn't take them. Like I said, we had weapon stores that were built in. There'd be a wall. The Chinese and also the Irish and some of the others. Like I said, we were all together on this. I was the Lord. I was the leader. I was the person who had thought ahead before. And when we built the city, we built it in a special way. We built it with hidden compartments and stuff like that. Like I said, we had some really good military people. Going all the way from Rome, actually this way. And I had quite a bit of money, so I went ahead and I was like, go ahead and pay for it. So we paid them to build all kinds of cool stuff, like hidden walls. There'd be like a cabinet, and like the cabinet would swing out on hinges, and behind it would be a row of weapons, and that would be my security force. So they could go click, in a moment's notice, grab the guns, go out there and face down whoever was attacking the city. And I had four of these positions, or different positions basically around the city, where there was like hidden drawers and stuff like that where you could just and there'd be a row of guns right there, and no one would know that. Like I said, the Nazis would go through the city, and other people, even the American soldiers, would go through the cities and be like, "We don't know where these guns are." It's like, well, I'm not going to help you. Those guns are in good hands. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. So they went through and started looking for people with military backgrounds or military looks or whatever. But my people, they're not like that. You couldn't tell them for anyone else usually. They were engineers, designers, and stuff like that. Anyway, they're trying to get me to give up my people, and I was like, I don't know who they are. I don't know where. I don't even remember where the weapons are stored. I can't tell you. Anyway, so but yeah, we built them in. So there was a lot of hidden walls, hidden this, hidden that, like mantles where you could pull them out. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what we did. And actually, in the end, it was really a military designer. It was somebody else that actually designed it. There were a couple of them. I forget. It was a team that did it. I mean, the whole city. I mean, it's a big city, and so draftsmen were doing it all, and I was paying for it all, and we were doing this to keep the city safe. And we designed the city in such a way, like I said, it had nooks, it had alcoves, it had a potted plant where a person could get behind, in case, because there was always these attacks, these or people would come through, because guns were pretty common now back then, and so people would come through, they shooting like crazy, and women, children, and everybody would be hurt. So when we designed the city, we designed it in such a way that it could that there was defensive positions. Actually, Paris was actually a very unique city, actually, and so was Berlin. There were defensive positions, there were fallback positions. We actually designed it in such a way that there could be fallback positions, defensive positions. So if the city was actually ever raided, or if there was a problem inside, you could have cover from both sides. I mean, we did a lot of stuff like that, where people looked at and decided and thought about cost and benefit and everything else like that. And actually, Berlin and Paris were very unique cities. And in the end, I think they decided to just go ahead and carpet bomb the city rather than try and take it, because my security measures, I think, were that good. I had some really Berlin and Paris. Those are two cities that I had some really, really good security measures on. And I think we even built the underground, because we were excavating the whole city. And I think because we put in the water system, and we think we put in the sewer system. And when we did those two, we did a lot of stuff. Like I say, the subways were down such depth. They were down. We lowered them down underneath the ground. We could have had them at the surface, but we put them down lower so bombs couldn't. Because we did tests to see how deep a bomb could go, like 1,000-pounder or something like that. And then we tried to put them even deeper so they would be unstable, whatever. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, I paid out a lot of money, and people were doing it actually, not even getting paid to do it, because they knew it was for all the right reasons. And we were designing a good, safe city. And Berlin, I think, and Paris, I think, were good cities and actually held fast for quite a long time. And I think they just decided, or the Nazis or whoever decided to just bomb them rather than try and go around all my security measures because they were that good. They were ridiculously good. I mean, it was a really good city. It was a beautiful city. For many, many years, it was safe. And then it fell, I guess. Everything, everything only lasts so long. But then again, maybe it didn't really fall because, like I said, even in the fall, like like I say, they were trying to cheer me up. People were like, "You saved us," blah blah, and people tried to cheer me up because it would have been a lot worse. Like I said, we had basements and stuff like that. There were shelters, and a lot of people were saying it would have been a lot worse. You saved us because I spared no expense. I was like, yeah, whatever it costs. So and a lot of people were like, okay, well, let's try and get more out of this money, or go get more out of this. So anyway, though, so a lot of different things happened, and I mean, it's still a beautiful city. So I guess something I did worked. So I mean, and I would always be regarded, I guess, as a hero of Paris or hero of Berlin because and when we designed, we invented, I paid. I mean, it was a lot of money, but I would go to any length for my people, any length. And I had really good Renault people. I love my Renault people. I mean, they built cars and stuff like that, and they mined my mines and stuff like that. But they were really good, amazing people. And I had a security force for there too. I think I had a security force for the town too. I forget. I always had, ever since, well, it became like a tribal thing. People would always be trying to get us because we had gold, we had metal, we had things of value. And I wanted to keep the children safe that I had. It's funny, a lot of people would trade a wagon for like 3 girls or something like that. It's like they would have like 3 daughters and 2 sons or whatever, and we'd be like, okay, you can come on in. And well, whatever. And then, of course, there's a little problem because some of those sons weren't exactly on our side. So, but yeah, and that's the problem. But anyway, though, it gets complicated, though. You try and trust people, but you can only trust them so much. And it's always a question of letting a person in or taking a person in versus. Usually they were okay. I don't really know. I mean, it's hard when you're looking at 1 billion people or 1 trillion people that you're leading. Like I say, technically I led Berlin and whatever, and then I led other cities, and then I probably lead the United States of America, or at least I should. JFK was killed on my word, basically, because he was really that bad. And he was a liar. He had lied about so many things. And the Republicans are so horrible, it's not even funny. So are the Democrats, they're bad too, but anyway, though, I miss Europe. I miss Paris. I wish I could go back, but at a certain point, it was just clear that the other sides, other people were just going to keep on pushing into the cities, and we had to leave. So, like I said, and that was stage 2. The men would stay behind while the women came to America because America I think there was a military planner, and we looked at it, and militarily speaking, America is easier to defend. I didn't really anticipate for psycho. Anyway, I don't know. Too much time has passed. Nixon was psycho. JFK was psycho. But America is huge. I mean, we have billions of people. I don't know what the world population is right now. I mean, American population. And eventually we got Berlin back, of course. I mean, we just came to America for a while to regroup, because we knew that the women and children would always be in danger as long as they were there. So we fought the good fight, I guess, in Berlin and Germany. Like I said, my people were completely behind me the whole way. They would die for me, but I didn't really want them to die. I just wanted to stop the problem. So anyway, things get complicated when you're thinking about about everyone. So anyway, yeah. Security measures.